It's September 9th, 2025, and this is Sketchworks NewsBrake. The news stops here. I'm Brian Troxel, and last week on the show, I stood in this very spot and I said this. I need a haircut. It's okay, it's all right, I'm on it. Turns out I was not, in fact, on it. Sometimes this show is just like CNN. There's an idiot on your screen telling you something that turns out not to be true. On Thursday, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. appeared before the Senate Finance Committee. The appearance was both contentious and controversial. So much so that RFK's nephew, Joseph P. Kennedy III, called his uncle a threat to the well-being of all Americans. So vitriolic was JPK's speech against RFK that many believe we may witness the first ever assassination of a Kennedy by another Kennedy. Kennedy on Kennedy crime. How did we get here, America? How did we get here? Greta Thunberg's flotilla boat was allegedly struck by a drone off the coast of Tunisia. Meanwhile, Greta's hair was apparently struck by a poor mom from the 1970s. It was announced that former President Joe Biden, hey, you remember him? 'Cause he doesn't. Anyway, his presidential library will be housed in Delaware. And Hunter Biden announced he'd like to have his presidential son library at Burning Man. What did he say? Trump announced plans to change the name of the Department of Defense to the Department of War, which was the name of the Department of Defense until it was changed under President Truman. Trump said, "We never lost a war when it was the Department of War. We never lost. It never happened. Believe me, I'm a genius when it comes to American history." Citing that logic, NFL head coach John Harbaugh would also like to change the name of the Ravens to the Baltimore Department of War. Zing! Pop superstar Ariana Grande took home Video of the Year at the 2025 VMAs for her uplifting hit, Brighter Days Ahead. And no, she's not talking about her skin tone. What was your favorite VMA moment from this year's show? Let us know in the comments below. I haven't seen any of it. Singer Rebecca Black said, was she at the VMAs? No idea. Again, I don't know anything that happened. Anyway, as I was saying, singer Rebecca Black said that in order to get through Katy Perry's grueling touring schedule, she had a lot of gay sex. Meaning, Rebecca Black kissed a girl and she liked it. And then she did a bunch of other lesbian stuff that I'm not really too sure about how it works. I'd watch the VMAs if there was lesbian stuff. Nah, who am I kidding? It's way easier to just watch Pornhub. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, our next live show, The Great Funny Bone Follies, opens this Friday at Limelight Theater here in Atlanta. And you can watch the opening credits right here. Assuming I do this correctly later when I upload this. I hope there's something there. If not, you can just click the link in the description below like we used to do back in the old days. You remember the old days. You can get tickets at sketchworkscomedy.com if you are so inclined. And hey, we finally did it. Well, technically, you finally did it, getting us above 2,000 subscribers this week. Apparently, we win this cup. That'll look nice when Winston gacks up a hairball on it. Based on the analytics, our 2,000th subscriber is someone who prefers to keep their subscriptions private, and honestly, we don't blame you. Some folks have commented that we should keep this show private. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you have, thank you so very much. This ends our gratuitous plug. Going back to sports, Philadelphia Eagles player Jalen Carter was ejected from the NFL season opening game after he spit on Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. The Cowboys were offended because usually, after sucking as much as they do, they swallow. Zing! A dispute in the stands at the Phillies-Marlins game in Philadelphia Friday night resulted in a father removing a home run ball from his son's glove and handing it over to a woman who confronted him, claiming he took the ball out of her hand. Was the man flexing his penis privilege by taking what belonged to the woman? Or was the woman demonstrating her entitlement by bullying to get her way? We may never know the full truth, but after a signed hat was taken from a kid at the U.S. Open, and then this occurrence in Philadelphia, one thing is clear. Children have no damn business going to public sporting events. And that's Troxel's take. Undersea cables in the Red Sea, positioned between northwestern Africa and the Arabian Peninsula, were cut over the weekend, disrupting internet service to parts of Asia and the Middle East. Fortunately, there was no disruption in Western Africa. So, that Nigerian prince is able to send out his emails looking to bestow millions of dollars to strangers as long as they cover those pesky fees. He's trying to give a gift. Why won't people get back to him? Elsewhere in Africa, a pastor in South Africa says he had a vision that Jesus will return to earth on September 23rd this year. Because Jesus is just a bitch for some pumpkin spice lattes. Yum, yum. That's all for Sketchworks NewsBrake. We'll be back next week, and we hope you are too. I'm Brian Troxel. Say hi to your mom for me. Yum, yum.